Welcome to this episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. This is another nothing happening week. Yeah, it's two for two.
Something's bound to happen.
Oh
If
no,
the what this saying quiet before the storm.
yeah, something's definitely gonna happen, but goddamn, this is just like really quiet. It's just really fucking quiet. But yeah, so let's start with the most controversial stuff that's happened. Fucking AEW fans can't take criticism. Wow, shocker. Fucking shocker. Shocked the shit out of me that this is a thing. I
I was gonna
hate
say controversial. That's normal for them.
it's very controversial. No. I'm gonna break this down because this irritated the fuck out of me from like all angles of everything that happened in this whole entire matter of fact, it's been like 3, 4 days. It's just been like, yeah, like this needs to be talked about because it's really fucking
Okay.
irritating. And this is like what pushes certain fan base away from AEW, and people don't understand that. So
Yes.
we're gonna start with Dave Meltzer himself. So Dave Meltzer, you know, if you've been in the wrestling community, and people are gonna say this is fucking disingenuous. No, I'm tired of the bullshit because he is very disingenuous when it comes to the way he covers AEW and WWE. So Dave Meltzer goes out there and he just does this weird thing where he's like, all right, I'm going to bait the trolls and see what I can get. And then I'm going to start talking shit and make them feel like shit. Because, like, he posted something about WWE. Apparently, he got zero responses. He posted something about AEW, got 21 responses. Then he posted something about star ratings and got a bunch more responses. And he said, oh, my little test worked. Now we can see who's really disingenuous. It's like, okay, only a disingenuous person would go out and set a trap. I'm going to bait these people into doing something. And then you also went on your podcast and said that the AEW fans are richer than WWE fans. Also, he said before that the AEW fans are more college educated than WWE fans. And he basically said that people who hate AEW are poor. And I'm just like, that is the most idiotic, dumb, doofus bullshit that I've ever heard. Like, and then he goes, no, I have the metrics. I literally have like two metrics that can literally tell me that you're wrong. You want to know what, Dave? WWE has kids. Like, parents bring their fucking children. Like, first off, you can't have kids in this fucking economy and bring them to a WWE show. There's a lot of fucking money. So for you talking about, oh, the WWE fans are broke, motherfucker, if somebody has kids and have more than one and bring them to fucking WWE, that's a lot of fucking money. Yeah, the AEW tickets may be like a little bit more pricey, but you have to think of WWE. You're paying for like four people. You're paying for the husband, the wife, and two kids. That's a lot of fucking money. Somebody there has a fucking great job. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you can't give me the bullshit. Like, the AEW fans are like super wealthy and super smart. It's like, dog, like you're literally putting this whole tribalism thing into like some bullshit narrative that people are gonna get angry with. And it's like, that's so fucking stupid. Like that is so fucking stupid. And then you get mad and say, oh, I wonder where all these tribalists come from. You start the shit. You fucking push this narrative, and this is how we got here. So don't give me the bullshit when you get mad of oh tribalism when you're pushing a fucking narrative. So you can shut the fuck up about the bullshit. Like this is fucking completely idiotic. I hate that shit. Cause as soon as he starts some shit, he goes, oh, look at the tribalism. No, you fucking start pushing people's buttons. Like, do you think people are not gonna get triggered? I'm fucking triggered. Like, and I don't even give a fuck. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. This is how it
That
starts.
That actually triggered me. You know, I'm the nonchalant one. Like, I don't come on here pissed off. I don't leave here pissed off. That actually pissed me off a little bit.
Like this is what I'm talking about. Like this is what the stuff that fucking generates this tribalism bullshit, and people are like, no, they just hating because AEW is like a new company, and it's like, no, this is why fans are angry because of shit like this, especially with you running your mouth. People do kind of still look at you as like something of a this figure in wrestling community is like, oh, Dave Meltzer, Dave Meltzer, Dave Meltzer. And then when you start this bullshit and then turn around and go, oh, these people are idiots because look at them. Like they're acting this way. Why are they acting this way? I just said something on Twitter. No, you baited a hook. Like you don't understand that you are the reason for some of this tribalist bullshit. But hey, you know what? Fuck it. Like you deserve every pushback you get. So that was the first thing. Because I mean, that wasn't the first
Okay.
thing. That was the second thing. But then the first thing was O'Shea Jackson. Now, come on, dude. Like, first off, like O'Shea Jackson does have some really not good wrestling takes, and it's like, okay, yeah, like, because like he'll be like, oh, I think this should happen, and it'd be like, nah, bro, like that ain't it. Like that ain't it. Because he's like, no, somebody should beat this guy. And I'm like, nope, that's not it. It should go the other way. And then when it goes the other way, he's like, like that was kind of better. It's like, yeah, like you were looking at it from what you really wanted and what should happen. That's more better for everybody. And like sometimes he has like really bad takes. And then he had like this sit down interview. Like sometimes he has good takes too. He's a real wrestling fan, by the way. And he's had a sit down with
Yes.
Chris Van Vliet. And he said something that was like I agree with and also disagree with, but I see where he's coming from. And the seed of responses was exactly all I needed to know. Because he got on Chris Van Vliet's thing and basically said, yo, I respect the shit out of AEW. I watch it, but sometimes they'll bring somebody on with no background, with no nothing, and just put the guy on TV. And like, how the fuck am I supposed to care about this guy or even know who the fuck he is? Because I don't know him. And it's like, dude, that's what a lot of people have been saying. Like, we have both, like, on this podcast said, agree and disagree with this statement because I've been mad at some people when it's been people that's literally been on like YouTube or like shit like that and been like, these motherfuckers, like you know who they are. You've seen them. Like they literally been at GCW and MLW and shit like that. And that's what pisses me off. Like there's other
Yeah.
wrestling companies, go out there and find them. But when he said like about um the guys from CMLO, when he knew none of them and he was like, yo, I don't get it. Yeah, like I don't keep up with CMLO either, and like them bringing them in randomly and just like throwing them, hey, here's so and so Hechicero, and it's like, yeah, I have no idea about Hechicero. I even said this on the podcast. I've never seen Hechicero wrestle, but I was surprisingly like surprised that he was good at wrestling. Like, oh shit, he's really good technical, and I
Yeah.
understand what he means by like AEW is just throwing people out there, and I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. That does make sense. That checks out. And then all of a sudden, he was barraged by a bunch of AEW fans like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid! Like you should just use Google, this, that, and the third." And it's like, what? Why are you coming at him like he literally has a good take that like even fucking your prophet Dave Meltzer has said before, and it's like, no, like this guy's an asshole. Like he just wants AEW to fail, blah blah blah. And people were going, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then fucking Tony Khan, of course, he had to chip in, and he said some shit, and the O'Shea didn't like he didn't take it badly, and like it's just like this is what fucking gives like the whole tribalist bullshit. Like the way AEW fans like a little bit of criticism, they took it to the fucking max. Like, oh fuck you, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's like that's so stupid. Like, that's the easiest way to turn off fucking fans, just by doing shit like that.
Why?
That's the easy way. It's so stupid.
Why is that always the extreme go to? You say something the bit negative. Oh, you want them to die. You want them to fail. No, you want them to be better. Like you said. Like I myself did not know the female guys because I don't watch it like that. Half of them I learned because of you, because like you're like the go-to guy on this, right? And like also like I had to do a little bit of research with the guy that fucking Danielson is facing on Collision because I don't know anything about him.
You
So
Jun
you know,
Akiyama.
yeah, yeah, and then like you told me a little bit about him or whatever. But say like what I mean, person doesn't want to like just go on Google and whatever, what I mean? That's not necessarily the fans' job, what I mean? That's the show's like job, I would think.
Yes, and like that's what fucking bothers me. It's like it's not even a bad criticism. It's literally a good
Yeah,
criticism of like, yo, you're putting on a weekly television show. Catch people up with shit and be like, oh, this is that person, this is that person. And people be more invested. And it's like, no. And it's like, I don't understand why people get like AEW fans, and it's not even WWE fans, it's AEW fans. They get so triggered as soon as you criticize them. And it's like, dude, you have to criticize it like to make this better. And people are like, and every time you say that, people go, well, where's the criticism for WWE? And where's their fans? Like, their fan base is deranged too, but their fan base is so just like weird that you don't even fucking realize that they're even talking. That's the bad part. Like, if you've been in the wrestling space when WWE fans start talking, you're just like, oh, okay, just block them the fuck out. AEW fans are supposed to be better. And they're just like, no,
yeah,
we are worse than WWE fans. It's like, God damn. Like, why are you this way? Like, why the fuck are you this way? It's so angering. And just like when Matt Coon put out a tweet when he was talking about, yo, AEW needs to do more stories. And people literally came at him for that. And it's like, why are you? It's literally a truth. He was like, you need to have somebody to care about, like, the who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. It makes the story better. And it's like, yeah, like it's like, but no, fucking AEW fans got angry, and it's like I don't understand this. I don't understand. And then people are like, "Well, it's just great matches. We don't really need stories." It's like, first off, it's that you just compared that to. I'm going to compare it to sex. I'm going to compare it to sex. Yes, sex is great. Yeah, you can have the best sex in the world, but it's not memorable. Nobody fucking gives a fuck. Like you just had sex. Like, oh shit, you put foreplay in the sex is like 19 times better. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, this was great. The preparation to get there, to get to the penetration, oh my God. It would, you do that to a woman, literally, they'll be calling you every fucking day for the rest of your life. Like, dude, it's so simple. And what do I mean by that? Foreplay is literally a story. Wrestling is the
yep,
sex. It's literally
yep,
that easy. It's that easy. Maybe people don't fucking want to have great memorable sex. Like if you have a great story and the match is good, wow, 10-10 across the board. If you just have sex, it's just sex. Add foreplay, takes it up a notch. Story takes it up a notch. Like holy fucking shit, it's that easy, people.
I'll give you two great matches on both sides, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna ask you, remove the story, but just have the match. Do you think people will care, right? Since we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about AEW, Hangman Page winning the AEW title against Kenny Omega with that whole story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had that story not been there, do you think people would have cared?
Yes, they would have cared because they would have been like, it's such a great match. It's a 5-star match. This match was so good. And it's like, yeah, no, the match is good, but the story leading up to it made it better. Like, no, 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 this
Made
match
it
is
that
just
much better,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's just
Exactly.
dumb.
And like recently, right? This whole Cody Rhodes versus Roman. Without the story, do you think people would care as much? Let me say as much then, because yeah,
No, they would not because like I mean, of course they would care because it's like a Roman match, but they would also not give a fuck because they're like, oh, Roman's just gonna win again. That would be a thing.
yeah, yeah. This is why the stories and all that are necessary. They're important, you know, on all wrestling. Not just AEW, not just WWE, all of it.
So I'm gonna give you a story of a wrestling match that is everyone is talking about. But here's the funny part about it: everybody's like, "This is such a great wrestling match," but in people, it's
Mhm.
so funny that people are like, "This is such a great wrestling match," and they're saying this like this is one of the best wrestling matches of the year. Everybody has been saying that. Here's the funny part: why everybody is saying all of this. Here's the funny part: everybody is like, "Yo, this match was so great." But there's a story to it. There was a whole entire story to the match that people are literally going, "Oh, this was a story." But the match was great, but the story played into the match between Michael Oku and Will Ospreay. Michael Oku never beat Will Ospreay. This is Will Ospreay's last match in Rev Pro before he goes to AEW, and he's been saying that Michael Oku is the future of British pro wrestling. Now, Michael Oku has never beat him. They had 3 matches, and Will Ospreay has beaten him all 3 times. This time they had a match. The match was spectacular. You know why? Because the story of everybody going into this going, "Oh, Michael never beat Will." And then as they're telling the story in the match, they're doing callbacks to other spots from matches that they had before. And literally, it was like one spot where Ospreay almost beat Michael Oku, and the crowd bit on it so hard. You know why? Because it played into a long-term story that was already being told. They were already there. They were falling for beat by beat because it was a story that if you watched it or heard about it, you were into it. You were living and dying by every fucking moment, not just because it was a good match, because everything in the match played off of pieces of a story that had already been told. That's why the match was so good, because it played off a story instead of just being, "Oh, these 2 guys just went out there and fought." It was a story being told, and that's what made the
Yeah.
match so good. And yes,
I
Michael
personally
Oku,
love those type of stories.
yes, and Michael Oku did beat Will Ospreay this time, and he beat him by submission, which also was something
Ah,
that no one had ever thought would happen, and it was part of a story. And that's what made
awesome.
this so fucking good. The match was great. Everything about it was great. And the story all came together, and it just made it perfect. Like I said, sex and foreplay, great. And that's exactly what that was. So,
Yes.
yeah, don't just give me this, "Oh, it's a great match." You should just be happy you're getting a good match. No, 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 no. You shouldn't be happy you're getting a good match. If there's a story involved, yes. If there's just a good match, it's just a good match. that
Absolutely.
that was a thing. Now we could go on to AEW, which the first match was a tag team match between FTR and Moxley and Claudio. I did not want it to end the way that it ended. It sucked. It fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. And I don't give a shit what some people on the internet are saying. They're literally going, "Oh, well, it was like this, and they went for the Shatter Machine, and that's how the match ended." It's like, no, no, no. The Shatter Machine got botched. It got botched, and then they did other moves. Dax literally tried to put Claudio in a fucking sharpshooter. After that, that wasn't the finish, guys. Whoever is just in their mind going, "Oh, they went for the Shatter Machine, it got blocked, and the bell rung." No, no, no. There was movement happening after that, and then the bell rang. And I hated that. I fucking hated that. When they did the time call, I knew it. I was like, "Oh, they're gonna go to the fucking time limit, aren't they?" That is so stupid. And I know people are like, "Well, how do they get to the next match?" Easy. Have FTR beat Claudio and Moxley. If Claudio and Moxley would have lost, they would have been like, "Yo, I want to fight you a Revolution in a tag team tornado match," or some shit like that. That would have made more sense. This one is like, "No, no, no. We're gonna go to the time limit." So now you guys are angry and you want to fight at Revolution. It's like, yeah, that's a way to get to it, but I would have preferred if there was on both sides there was anger instead of just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Like if FTR would have won, like, dude, do you know how fucking upsetting that would have been to the BBC? They would have been so angry. They would have beat the shit out of them afterwards, and then they would have called for a match.
I
It
was
would
just
have
about
looked
to
so
say
good.
that. I was just
Like
about to say that. Like they probably beat their ass like after the match, and like that's how we get the second match. You know,
yeah,
one of
and
those
then
like
like
spots where like they go to shake hands and like, oh no, fuck you, beat your ass.
exactly like that would have been so much better than the fucking oh time. Oh, I was like, oh, because I felt like that because the match was going so good, and I wanted FTR to win, and then like soon as it was like time limit, I was like, the fuck is this shit? Like you just did a time limit 2 weeks ago. Like you literally had no contest in the last three Dynamite shows. It's like you didn't book this. Like you just like literally was like no contest, no contest, no contest. The fuck? What's happening here?
Like, so Tony, who's gonna win this match? I don't fucking know. Nobody. Fuck it.
And the funny part about that is like if you bring that up to an AEW fan, the first thing they'd be like, "Oh well, WWE does it," and it's like that's the problem. AEW is the alternate. Like this is the thing. It's not supposed. We're not supposed to be having these problems. It's supposed to be a complete alternate of what the fuck is going on. Like I'm sorry. Like that's not how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Like it just baffles my mind when people say shit and it's like, come on, guys. Like I get it. Like I fucking get that you love this one thing, but like at least fucking criticize it. Like at least criticize it and give it some fucking criticism. Like it just makes the product better. Like stop.
Hmm.
So then we had a backstage thing with Orange Cassidy. This shit was fucking hilarious to me because they talked to the doc because Renee goes, Orange, like you got injured. Like, are you okay to fight? And then she talks to Doc Sash and the doc's like, you know what? I don't know if he's actually injured or like I don't know what they fucking say, but he's kind of cleared, not fully cleared. And before he can finish saying his sentence, Orange goes, "All right, you heard him. I'm kind of cleared." And he walked off. And then Doc's like, "You know what? I can't even stop him." He's like, "Fuck it." Like Orange didn't even hear the whole like, "Yo, you're still kind of injured. Like I don't know if you should be doing this." He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, whatever." And just walked off. And Doc was like, you know what, fuck it. I can't stop this guy.
His character is like the definition of no fucks given.
Definitely is. It is that's definitely it. And I love it because like he's just like he could go out there and have a great match, but also his character is just like, yeah, whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's so
Yeah.
good. Like it's just so good. Then we have like the recap of the kingdom destroying best friends, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. It wasn't nothing to me. Then we had FTR at the back, and that's when they called out the BBC for Revolution. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So then we had Orange Cassidy versus Mike Bennett, or is that his name? Or Mike? Yeah, it is Mike Bennett, right? I'm not crazy.
Wait, who was against Mike Bennett? Because like you
Orange
might be
Cassidy
wrong, but
versus Mike Bennett. But Mike Bennett, like that's his name,
yeah,
right? It's not.
yeah,
I
yeah.
WWE has ruined me so bad because I keep want to call him Mike
Because you're gonna call
Kanellis.
him Canellis. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I was like, his name is Mike Bennett. So yeah, so
Part of me
Orange,
like was fucked up because I thought it was Matt Taven, but that was last week.
yeah, that was last week. So
Yeah,
Mike Bennett, he loses to Orange Cassidy, but once again, he showed people he can wrestle. But the funny part was like he showed people he can wrestle, and I'm like, he's good, but he's not Matt Taven good.
yeah.
Like he's good, but he's not Matt Taven good, but he's good. But yeah, like he lost to Orange Cassidy because it's all setting up for Orange and Roderick Strong. The more and more this goes on, the more and more I feel like no matter what happens, Roderick Strong is not being Orange Cassidy. Like I I think it's gonna happen. Like I really think it's gonna happen, but in my heart of hearts, it's like, yeah, he's not gonna beat Orange Cassidy. Because I feel like Orange is gonna be so beat up going into this match, and Roger's like, oh, I got him, and somehow Orange just pulls it out and wins.
One of those where he thinks it's easy pickings, but it actually is not.
Mm-hmm. And they beat his ass after the match, and the most randomest person comes out. And it's not random because what hometown they're in, because he's from Oklahoma, but it's just random as fuck. Jake Hager comes out to help Orange Cassidy. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And then, like, he's from Oklahoma, and then he helps Orange Cassidy up, and it's like, this is the most randomest thing. Like, last time they were beefing with Orange Cassidy. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening?
I guess he has new friends.
I guess so. And the funny part about this was like, fucking Jake Hager is out there for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden they go, Tony Khan has just made this official on Rampage. It's going to be Roger Strong versus Jake Hager. It's like, dog, he's still beating people up. Like, what do you mean Tony Khan made this official? Like, what? Like, they could have waited a little while and been like, yeah, Tony Khan made this official. It's like, why did you just, like, give us that, like, in the middle of everything that's going I was like, okay, that's weird.
What if he would have like hurt himself like halfway through the match or something, like the beatdown or something?
I know. It was just so fucking random, but it's like, all right. So then we had a backstage with Angelo Parker and Ruby Soho, and they're finally going on their date. And then a car pulls up, and Ric Flair gets out the car. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And Ric Flair gets out the car, and he's just looking all somber, and he's just walking, and you're like, okay, sure. And Renee talks to him. It's like, yo, Rick, what's up? Like, what you doing here? I lie to you not. I'm not even gonna joke and fuck around. I don't know what the fuck Ric Flair said. I know he said like 5, 6 words, and everything else is like rah, 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 rah. That's all I fucking heard. Like I swear to God, I only heard 6 things, and then I heard rah 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 rah. Like it just was so weird. I don't know if he did that on purpose or like it just was him. What did you hear?
Thank God it's not just me. Thank God it's not just me, because like I didn't understand the damn word except the last bit, which I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you heard this anywhere, right? He's taking a new approach. Like I'm paraphrasing, something like that. And then
That's a,
whatever happened after that happened. I'm let you explain that part, but yeah,
this is what I heard from him on like through the mumbling was I wanted to be involved in Sting's match. I feel bad about getting left off. I have to take a bigger approach. Mind you, this was like a 60-second promo, and that's all I got out of it. And then he went
yeah.
into the Young Bucks room. And soon as he went in the Young Bucks room, I was like, oh, I know how this ends. Like I know how the Sting's last match ends. Like if it ends differently, I'm gonna be surprised, but I know exactly how the Sting's last match wins. Sting's gonna keep the title. Like they're gonna vacate the tag titles because he's going to beat him and Darby are gonna beat the Young Bucks, and then they're gonna vacate the title. That's what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that
Cause
too. I don't think Sting's gonna go out losing like that.
like Sting should because like that's like the old school way of somebody going out
Yeah.
on their back. But with Ric Flair added to this and Ric Flair going to hang with the Young Bucks and try something new, it's like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. That like he's definitely not gonna screw him.
But the funny
So
part, like I swore like he was supposed to be on fucking Sting's corner, but I guess
no,
not.
he was, but like he feels like Sting does not care about him and he hasn't been there in weeks and nobody's called him and he feels like he's not doing enough, so he wants to do something and him doing something is now being with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
So then we got Daniel Garcia, and Daniel Garcia comes out, and Daniel Garcia basically says, "Yo, I gave up on myself. I lost all confidence, especially in the Continental Classic, until that last match, and I got the win. And it's like, then it built up my confidence. And then hanging with FTR made me better. And I just knew that I could beat Christian. And then last week, like, me and Edge were about to go head to head. And then Tony Schiavone says, listen, Edge is injured. So you got the title match at Revolution. And so that brings out Christian. And Christian just starts talking. And Christian talks about Daniel Garcia's mom. Dude, I lied to you not. I thought he said this, but I swear to God, like I swore I had like brain fog. I swear I had brain fog because I was watching a promo and I swore Christian said something, and I was like, he didn't say that, did he? Because Christian all of a sudden starts saying this one address, and he said this address, and I'm like, he didn't say that address, right? He just said the address. And like if you like Google the address, it literally is a fucking cemetery. It's a fucking cemetery where Daniel Garcia's dad is buried. I swear to God, like I swore I had brain fog when I heard him say that. I was like, he didn't just say that, right? And then he just started talking about how Daniel Garcia's dad died from being an alcoholic and now he wants to be his dad. And then it pisses off Daniel Garcia and he winds up beating up Nick Wayne. And then Daddy Magic comes out and helps because Kill Switch is about to come down. So somebody said that Daddy Magic is going to turn on Daniel Garcia. I don't want that.
Two things.
I don't. Mm-hmm.
One, I could see that, but I agree with you. I don't want that because seeing Daddy Magic as a face, like it worked for him. He's his daddy for all intents and purposes. You know what I mean? Like he's his father figure there. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it came out like a joke, but like that's how I truly feel. Like he's really taking care of him. You know? And going back to what you said about the cemetery, I didn't hear that, so like I must have missed that. But it makes sense to what fucking Garcia said because he's like, "Yo, you like something to the effect of, yo, you better chill before I fucking get you buried right where my dad is," or something like that.
Yeah, because like I don't know, like I can't remember exact spot, but like Christian just brought up this address, and I was like, just say that. Like it was random. Like he said it. Like, he was like, "Does that ring a bell?" or something like that. I was like, that is random as shit. And then you Google it, and it's a fucking cemetery. It's like, oh, that is fucked up.
Because when Daniel said he's gonna bury him right next to his father, I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah. So that was funny. I want Daniel Garcia to beat Christian. Like nothing against Christian.
Yeah.
I want him to beat him. But of course, we have to wait for Edge to come back for there to be more story. So that's the reason why.
No, that's the absolute reason why I want him to beat Christian because I don't want that story. You could have that story without the fucking title, and it goes into something you've been saying for the longest: Edge and Christian versus the Young Bucks. Eventually, you know what I mean? Take the title off of Christian, have them feud for a minute, and I guess what 2-3 more matches, something like that, and then somewhere down the line they just get back together. I guess you have Kill Switch turn on him, turn bad, and he's the new leader with fucking what's his face, Nick Wayne or whatever, and yeah,
that works.
because Kill Switch is eventually about to, pardon the pun, kill Christian because he keeps fucking with him.
Yeah, and Nick Wayne is definitely just going to leave him too. So like everybody's going to leave him, and that's where him and Edge are going to get back together.
Yeah.
So then we had a backstage. I swear to God, this is like one of the weirdest fucking 6-man groups that they ever put together. So it's Hook, Hangman, and RVD. And RVD and Hook are just like talking, and Hangman's like get it together. You two are gonna take out Swerve. We're gonna beat the shit out of Swerve. And it's like Hangman's a heel. Both of those other two guys are straight up faces. This makes no goddamn sense. It made no fucking sense.
I feel like Tony trying to do fucking lethal lottery without even like fucking going into it.
He did the wild card from Survivor Series, but like that was about it.
Yeah.
So then we had Tony Storm come out, and she fought Sydney Winnell, who is an indie wrestler that she's up and coming. She's got a little ways to go, but she's up and coming. And
Okay.
Tony beats her down. She puts the fucking ankle lock on her, and then she goes, "No, I'm going to put on a Venus de Milo." And Sydney taps out, and Tony's getting ready to leave, and Deanna comes out because Deanna has a match. And then they do the coolest thing ever for AEW. They're walking down, and Deanna's on one side, Tony's on the other. It's black and white on Tony's side and color on Deanna. I was like, that was great. That was great.
Right.
So then Deanna takes on Madison Rain, and Deanna wins by break a leg, which is the ankle lock that Tony Storm is using. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a thing. Cool.
It's a great name for it too.
Oh, this it's a great name. So Madison Rain actually botched a spot, and we thought she was dead, but she's like perfectly fine. She's just a little banged up because Deanna Purrazzo went for a flatliner, and for some reason Madison Rain ducked her head and went head first, and then the match was over. And then Tony Storm came in, attacked Deanna Purrazzo, and put her in a break a leg, and would not let go. I was like, oh shit.
Mm.
So then we had a promo with Darby Allin and Sting. And Darby Allin was talking, and he basically brought up a picture of Sting's kids. And he's like, yo, look, this is his kids. Like, they love Sting. Like, they've been there for the whole entire time. And he's basically just putting over how much they mean to Sting. And then Sting walks in, and Sting cuts a great promo. Sting just says, yo, I've been in this business for a long ass time. He was like, nobody's ever laid a hand on my kids. He's like, this week has been really fucking personal for me. He's like, I lost my dad this week. And then he goes, you know, for the first time, I'm actually thinking about my own mortality. Like being a wrestler, I've never thought of my own mortality. I always thought I was invincible. And sometimes I feel invincible. But this is coming to an end. And Young Bucks, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's like, oh wow, that was fucking awesome. Like Sting is great.
Right.
Like Sting is so good. I was watching this like, oh shit, this is fucking awesome. And apparently this was filmed at Sting's house because yeah, he's still there because his dad just passed, so they filmed it at his house. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool.
That's cool of Darby to be there for him too.
Yeah. But I really hope that Sting does beat the Young Bucks. Like, it's not even that I just hate the Young Bucks that much that I want them to not have the title. I mean, I do, but also it would be great for Sting to just win his last match.
Yeah. It actually
Wilf.
dawned on me, right? We've
Mm-hmm.
been talking about what could be the alternative last match for him because me and you both agree we don't like this match, but Sting picked it, so whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this? Jeff Hardy versus Sting, basically like a do-over from their TNA match from 2011. What was it? Victory Road, where that match was all fucked up. It'd be
No.
redemption for Jeff because he's retiring eventually. So
No, that's the thing. I don't want it because Jeff's not at a great level of wrestler, Jeff. He's not at a great level of wrestler, Jeff. And Sting is at the end, and Sting's not a great level of Sting wrestler. So them two wrestling, it would just be like a really old guy match, and it would be one of those matches that somebody's literally going to get hurt. And that's what I don't want. I don't care if they're both going off in the sunset. I don't want them to get hurt going off into the sunset. Like
okay,
I
so you're comparing it to a Sting versus Brothers Destruction. That
Yes,
atrocity of a match, if you
yes,
remember.
yes, yeah, yep.
I, I
That
I feel you.
yeah. So I would rather him have somebody that can carry the match and just like not two people that just need people to carry the match.
Got you.
So then we had Wardlow, and people are saying this is Wardlow's best promo. Don't really know about that, but it made sense. It made sense because Wardlow goes, I've beat world champion after world champion, and I haven't got my shot. He was like, the best of the world champion, I beat him so bad that he's still falling apart. And I was like, holy shit, that's true. Because
Right?
he did beat Punk, and Punk is still falling apart. And then he said, I beat somebody who says he's better than you, and you know it. I beat you so bad that you had to run off. And I'm like, yep, that checks out also. And then he said, the current champion, the last time we faced, I whooped your ass. I was like, yeah, know what? That's true. I was like,
I was
okay,
gonna
dude.
ask you that because that one I don't remember.
No, because remember, they had the match, and like
Mhm.
Wardlow did fuck him up. Wardlow did kick his ass. Like he kicked his
Okay,
ass. Like
cool.
they didn't. The only problem was they wound up splitting apart for some random ass reason, and then Wardlow just disappeared. And
Yeah.
so he basically said he's ready for war, and he's ready to win the world title. And I'm like, okay, like cool. Like just him like talking about all the people he beat up. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And people are like, this is the best that Wardlow's ever been. And I'm like, he's still in a fucking team. Like he's not by himself. If he was by himself and cut this whole promo, I'd be like, yo, champion, put the championship on him. He's in a fucking team. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
So then we had the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, and they were talking about being on Collision. And Jay White basically says, okay, how about it's Daddy Ass and the Ass Boys wrestling on Collision? And they're
No,
like,
it's only one of the ass boys.
oh, it was
It's
one of the Ass
Colton.
Boys.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's Billy, Colton, and actually Jay is in this match.
okay.
Because
Because
Austin
I
wanted
was
to be in
very
it. Like he
confused.
had his face like he wanted to be in it, but like Jay was like, and me.
Okay, yeah, because I was confused. I just thought it was the Ass family again. So
Yeah, that's
then
family.
we then we had Don Callis talking about Will Ospreay. He was like, "Yeah, he had this great match last week, and I thought he was going to come back with Tony Khan, but then I said I was going to get him, and like I don't know where he's at." But and it's like, as soon as you said I don't know where he's at, I'm like, "Well, that's a dead giveaway. He's not fucking with you." All right, well then he's definitely not fucking with you. And like Don Callis is basically saying like all this other stuff, and so did I miss this? Because like somebody said in Wardlow's promo, he was basically saying that they're gonna have like a big meaty men battle royal. Cause like,
Uh, I didn't hear that. Although I looked at the Wikipedia like I tend to do, right?
uh-huh,
And apparently there is a meaty match. It's Hobbs is in it. One other person I can't think of. I think it's
Wardlow.
Wardlow.
No, it's Wardlow.
Yeah, it is
Because
Wardlow
like,
and a third person that's like a mystery because like apparently it's a three-way.
cause when Don Callis mentioned it, I was like, okay, where the fuck did that come from? It was just random as shit.
Yeah,
And then like I had to like look and find that Wardlow said it in a promo. I'm like, I don't even remember Wardlow saying that in a promo, but okay.
I
And
I don't either.
yeah, so apparently like he said it and they're having a meaty man battle royal. So that was a thing. Then we had the main event. And I lied to you not. I was watching this main event and about halfway through the main event, my brain just like immediately checked out and not in a bad way, like, oh, I'm not watching this. It immediately checked out to the point where it was like, okay, I don't know who's fighting who anymore. Like there was shit happening that I was so fucking confused. I was like, who's on whose side? There was a Tower of Doom suplex, And this fucked me up so bad that I was like literally sitting there for like 10 minutes trying to figure this shit out. Because Hangman was on the top rope. Brian Cage came up to suplex Hangman, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't Hangman on Brian Cage's side? And then Hook powerbomb Brian Cage and superplex Hangman. I'm like, okay, well, if Brian Cage isn't on Hangman's side, then is Hook on? Then why would Hook hurt Hangman? Why did this happen? It just was shit that was happening that I just kept saying, what is happening in this match? I was so baffled. It was so
Why couldn't it
weird.
just be a fucking like 6-way? Like yeah,
I
6-way.
it could have been in like it would have been so much better. This was so fucking random. Everything that was happening was just like oh then it was at one point where Joe was beating up fucking Swerve and I was like, wait, isn't he a partner? And I'm like, who is whose partner? I was so lost. I was so lost. Like and I just was like checked out and tried to keep it together because like everybody was fighting everybody and it was just getting worse. Like the only two people that like I was like completely like I know that these two are not on the same team. I hope was Hook and Samoa Joe when they were fighting. I was like, okay, I know that they're not on the same team. I really hope so. I think that they're not on the same team. But
The
it,
only two that made sense as a team there was Hook and RVD. Like,
yep,
the whole ECW thing.
yep, that's the only team. Because it just was so random. And then at the end of the match, Hangman, quote unquote, got injured. He got a foot injury because everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, Hangman injured himself. Hangman injured himself. So Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer newsletter, I mean, not newsletter, live said that Hangman is feigning an injury because he doesn't know if he's going to be able to go to Revolution. And if Hangman's not able to go to Revolution, this is the way to write him out. He said there's personal matters that Hangman may not be able to go to Revolution. So he may not be there. He may be there. But if he's there, like they could just like write off the he's totally okay. If he's not there, they'd be like, oh, his ankle is broken, so he's off TV, so he can't do the match. Yay. So that's the thing.
Either way, continue the thing between him and Swerve, whatever way you look at it.
But that's the thing. Like Hangman has to be there because I want Hangman to win the title, so him and Swerve just like have this whole have to fight thing. But like if he's
Yeah,
not there, then
absolutely.
like the funny part is like a lot of people will really want Samoa Joe to beat Swerve. If it's just a one on one, they're like, yeah, Samoa Joe has to beat Swerve. He has to beat Swerve. And that's what I don't want because I don't want it to happen right now, even though it's like it's kind of the perfect time, but it shouldn't happen right now. It shouldn't happen right now.
Yeah.
So that was that. Now we go to NXT with Obafemi versus Lexus King. And I have no idea why the fuck this match happened. Like I know people are like, no, it's a story match. I'm like, no. The story does like there's a story here where like Lexus is mad because like, yo, you stole my spot, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, that's great. I just don't understand why Lexus King would put himself into a murder situation where it was
Right?
funny because like for 5 seconds he's beating up Oba, and then Oba just murdered him. And then Mr. Stone comes out and distracts Lexus King, and then from there on out, like Lexus was dead. Like he was dead. You could have just buried him. And then like he ran after Mr. Stone, and it was like, oh, so that's where they're going.
Two
So
questions.
two
Well,
answers.
one's a question, one's a comment, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one, do you think we really needed Mr. Stone?
No.
Like, he was gonna win. He wasn't gonna win that shit anyway. You really didn't need him.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, like, my memory, like, vague on it. Did he slap Oba at one point and like really piss him off where he was about to die?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh my god!
So then we go backstage and we have JC the new girl, Nikki, and Thea. And they're all talking, and Thea's talking about her date and how things went very wrong. Now, this was great because behind her, Ariana Grace was back there. And Ariana Grace comes up and she basically starts giving Thea good dating advice. And JC's like, no, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Like, fucking Ariana Grace is literally telling Thea the right thing to do, how to get this boy back. And JC's like, no, don't listen to her. She don't know what she's talking about. And basically sets up a match between JC and Ariana Grace. But to
Yeah.
me, I'm just sitting there like, yo, Ariana Grace said nothing wrong. Like she's literally telling her the right thing to do. And she did nothing wrong. Like, that's
And the
crazy.
bad part, JC gave her bad advice, and like she was like, "No, I didn't tell you to do that." Yes, you did.
So like the story that like I think that they're gonna tell is JC wants Riley, but I don't want that story to be told. I really want them to find another way to tell the story and be like JC's just like a bitch and she just like hates Thea. Like I really want that to be the way because I don't want her to be in a relationship storyline because that like is just so irritating to me. I just want her to just be like, yeah, no, this I'm gonna do this thing.
Funny part, I don't even want that. I want it to be like a misunderstanding,
Mm-hmm.
and like they're still friends at the end of this because they're good together. I like JC as a face.
Like JC's gonna be a heel because I'm gonna tell you why,
Obviously,
but like I just like if they're gonna stay together, like make them stay together. So
yeah.
then we have this thing with Lyra and Tatum. And it's so funny because like Tatum once again totally misunderstands when she's talking to her. But the only thing she does understand is when Lyra says, listen, I have the match against Shotzi later on. I need you to stay back here. And it was one point in this promo that I and collectively other people melted when fucking Tatum Paxley is not paying any goddamn attention, and Lyra grabs her by the chin and says, "Look at me." It's like, oh, I thought they were gonna kiss. Like,
Oh, you too? You too?
yeah, I was
Oh
like,
shit!
they're gonna kiss, but she's like, no, no, no. She's like, no, you stay here. I was like, oh wow, yeah, I'll stay. I'm gonna stay there too.
Like I had self commentary with that shit. Like I didn't see. Oh, I about to say I didn't see that coming, but
Yeah, that was crazy. So then we have the Dogs of War, the a-holes. Like, it's really funny because like they keep going with the Dogs of War, and then every fucking
war
time,
dogs. I mean, no, wolf dogs.
Wolf
As
Dogs,
crappy that name is.
like the Wolf Dogs, but every time bartender always brings up a-holes. Like he always brings up their a-holes, and then Mr. Chase comes down, and Mr. Chase is
I just thought
ready.
about that.
Mr. Chase is ready to challenge them. And then Axiom and Nathan Fraser come down and like, hey, we want to challenge for the tag titles too. Boom. So then Ava's like, all right, listen, you two teams are going to have a match and the winner gets a title shot.
She's
So,
getting better at her role.
oh yeah, she's definitely is. She's feeling it. So then we
Yeah.
get Roxy, and Roxy is upset. She's fucking upset. And she's like, yo, everybody's trying to stop me from winning a fucking title, and I'm gonna win this title. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get back in the title. And it's so like this is one of the things where like this was one time that I'm just like, I can't believe NXT fucking did this. Because something happens later on, and I'm like, I can't believe NXT fucking did this. So she takes on Ren Sinclair, and of course, Roxy beats the shit out of Ren. Like she like destroys Ren Sinclair. Like she beats the shit out of Ren. Like
Yep.
Roxy was like fucking. She was vicious. She had a ponytail, which Renegade pointed out was like, oh, ponytail means evil Roxy. Like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her heel turn thing.
So
She beat
then,
her with Rings of Saturn, I want to say, after the fucking Pop Rocks.
yep.
It was a
She
submission. I remember that.
no, it's the crossface. It's the killer crossface.
Crossface. Okay.
She's more angry, more vicious. She's Roxy. So
Yes.
they do this promo, and everybody has a name. Well, not everybody. Half the people have a name of the person that they think are behind these promos, and it all of a sudden came up when people remembered that something was happening. They're like, "Oh my god, it could be this person." And there's signs later on that kind of does point to this person. But I'm still sticking with it being Boa. I'm still sticking with it being
Yeah.
Boa. The more and more it happens, I'm like, this has to be Boa. This has to be Boa. And people are like, no, no, no. It could be this person. There's a knife in it, which means it could be this person. And it was like, wait a minute. That is not a thing. Those are two different weapons. They're like, no, no, no. This is the weapon. I'm like, okay. Like, okay. But like I said, I'm gonna get to that later on who people think that is. But I'm sticking with Boa until otherwise. Unless the next promo is something completely different, I'll be like, all right, I'm changing my answer. But I'm totally sticking with Boa. And there's a lot of people on the internet that once I said that, they're like, you know what? I agree with you. It's definitely probably Boa. It's probably Boa. But other people are like, nah, it may be the other guy. So then we have Metaphor, and Metaphor is in the back talking about how cool they are, and Catch Point comes up and yo, next week you're gonna face one of us. Well, which one is it? One of us. You have to wait. Okay, cool.
I think they said that that's the point, or that's the catch, or whatever. Something like meta to their fucking name.
Yeah. And I'm all for it because it's funny as shit, Noam not knowing who he's gonna face. Even though both teams are heel, it's really funny.
Yeah.
So then we had a match that at the end of this match, I did a dumb thing with my brain, but then I realized I was like, yeah, I'm stupid for thinking that. So we had Brooks versus Jensen, and they beat the fucking shit out of each other. And
Yes.
fucking Briggs, I said Brooks versus Jensen. I'm going to say Briggs versus Jensen. But Briggs clotheslined the fucking shit out of Jensen, and then he picked him up and clotheslined him again, and he said, "I'm doing this for you." And then he pinned him 1, 2, 3. They're both busted open in the mouth, and that shit was hard
He said, "I
hitting.
love you too."
Yeah. And my dumb brain was like, "Oh, they should be a tag team." That's how we got there. That's literally
No,
how
no.
we got there.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say that. If you remember, they initially got together because they had a match against each other.
Yep.
Do you think this probably make them stronger in the eventual sense? I still want to see what they can do separately, but do you think this will bring them back together in the eventual sense?
In the eventual sense, I want them to eventually come together on the main roster, especially after the way Briggs hugged them at the end. I want this to
Yes.
happen on the main roster. Down here, no. I want Briggs to be his own man. I want Jensen to figure out how to be a fucking bad guy, and them to both just fucking just stay away from each other.
Because I kind of like Jensen's presentation too, like the kind of entrance he had and all that. It kind
Mm-hmm.
of as weird as it can sound, felt Rocky esque, like the music.
Yes. I just want them to stay away from each other and just both
Yeah.
evolve into something.
Yes.
So then we have Joe Gacy kidnapped by Dijak, and the lawyer dude who just fucking every time somebody does something really bad, he just pops up and is like, you can't hold him, right? And he's like, I'm literally doing that right now. He's like, yeah, but you can't. You shouldn't. And he's like, just shut up. I don't get it. The lawyer just keeps coming back, and if you paid attention, Joe Gacy did a Joker, and a lot of people
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
They didn't get it because he just fogged up the window and did a smile with his nose. And I'm like, okay, dude, that's all right.
I I picked up on that. Question about the lawyer dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's an actual lawyer, meaning the gimmick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or or they're leaning into devil's advocate type of shit, where he's
Okay.
only there with bad shit.
Okay, so spoiler alert, that guy is one of the guys they picked out of the college thing. Like he's one of the
Yes.
athletes. So him being an athlete, like you have to have good scores. And I really think that that guy was the guy who did some lawyer training. That's why he's really good at his job. He's like, yeah, I used to be a lawyer. Like,
Okay.
so that's why I'm thinking that he's a lawyer. Like, I think he's a legit lawyer. Used to be because he studied it, but that's about it.
Okay, like David the Tongue guy. Got you.
Hmm. So then we had Trick Mello. Well, Trick talking about Mello. And Trick literally talks about the reason that we have the name Trick Mello is because I let you go first. Because I wanted you to be number 4. Matter of fact, I wanted you to be number 3. Hell, if you even played your cards right, I would have let you be number 2, but you can never be number 1. I'm number 1. And like he's in the barbershop cutting this promo, and it's like, okay, to me, I want this one thing. I want this one thing.
Mhm.
I know it's not going to happen. I want this one thing. You know what I want?
What?
I want somebody to go through that barbershop window.
Oh shit! Yes, yes. Have a match right there, and like someone get thrown. Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Because I really want Trick to fucking show up while the fucking Mello is sitting there and throw him through the window. And we have it again. It just happens again. I mean, it's Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels loves to play his
I
greatest hits. So
I
yeah.
was just about to bring that up. Like, dude, like who's the boss at NXT? It's gonna happen, especially now that you pointed out. It's gonna happen. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But about the Trick and Mello thing, like that's the reason he brought it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we all know Mello was the leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mello and Trick doesn't sound as good as Trick and Mello. There's a way of saying shit. That's
That's
another reason
true.
why Trick and Mello was good.
That's true. And so then Mello says basically, yo, fucking Ilya Dragunov, I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's a thing. So then we had Ariana Grace come out and Thea Hale and Jasmine Nix. That's her name, Jasmine Nix. So
yeah.
they all come out. They have this match, and so right at the finish, JC is like, "Thea, attack her!" And Thea's like, "What? I don't want to do that." And then Jasmine's like, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm doing it. Like, stop being a bitch." Like, she just bam, like she fucking hit Ariana Grace. Ariana winds up losing. I'm like, okay. So yeah,
Is Ariana Grace a face now then because of this?
yes, yes, she is. And then JC was kind of mad, and now she loves Jasmine because Jasmine did what she said. You didn't do what I said, so I love her more than you.
Yeah.
So then we had the Don, and he's talking to Adriana Rizzo, and he's like, "Yo, I need you guys to sit down." He's like, I have something that I want to talk about." And they're like, "Okay, well, what do you want to talk about?" You know what? We did good here. We did great. You know what? I think I want to go for the world title. Like, because he basically said he wanted to go for the world title. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Here's the
How do you?
funny part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody interpreted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually interpreted something else, but like more than likely everybody else is right and I'm wrong, as usual, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be the Don of fucking NXT. That's exactly what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you listen to that, yeah, world title, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if he's trying to be the new general manager and actually be the Don and control everything?
That would be weird and funny, and I would be okay with that
Yeah.
because, like, him going for the world title. I mean, nothing against him. He just ain't world title material to me.
Yeah. If anything, like fucking North American title.
He had the North American title.
Did he have it, or did he go like try to go for it and didn't win it?
I swear he had it. Like maybe I'm wrong, but I swear he had it. He had it for like a week, and then he had to like give it up because he hurt his fucking leg or some shit.
Okay.
So then Chase U comes out, and Thea's looking. She's looking at Riley, and Riley's not fucking with her, and she's so sad. And she's like, "Oh, poop." Like that was like I don't even know why she's sad. Just give it some time. You'll be able to get him back. Hopefully, and JC doesn't steal her, and I hate the storyline and just go, oh, I hate this.
Yeah, that's status quo.
Yeah, then we had Ridge Holland, and he was talking about how he came back from injury, and like they almost injured him again, and he doesn't want to injure anybody. And then he kind of alluded to having friends, but I'm like, he didn't really say that, did he? He kind of alluded to it.
I have a weird theory.
Okay, what's the theory?
What if his friend, quote unquote, is Big E? Because they
I'm,
keep talking about him hurting people, and he actually hurt Big E, like for real, for real. So
I mean, that would be weird, but it would work because, like, kind of a story. Well, yeah, I don't want Biggie to go back down to NXT. Like he's better main
yeah,
roster.
of course.
So then we had Chase U versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom. They had the match, and then after the match, here comes the Good Brothers in NXT. So how do you feel about this?
The funny part, they mentioned being in NXT before. I don't remember them in NXT. Like that was like a fucking like alternate universe where I don't remember it at all.
Here's the thing. I
But
actually think
I
that's
guess I'm
true.
okay with it. You think so? Okay.
No, it's true because they came down for a one-off. That was the thing. They came down for a
I,
one-off.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, for to help Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, it was like a one-off, and they came down. So they were here before, but now they're back. They said they're back, and basically they look like they're going for the NXT tag goal. Now, here's why this lends credence to people's theory, because a lot of
Hmm.
people's theories are that those promos are definitely for Tama Tonga. They're saying Tama Tonga
Uh-huh.
is the guy behind the promos, and I'm like, no, I think Tama Tonga is still coming to NXT, but I do not think that he's the guy behind the promos because it looks like Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are coming because they're going to have their last matches tonight or tomorrow. Like it's either one of those. They're going to have their last matches in New Japan tonight or tomorrow. So after that, they're free agents. They could go wherever they want, unless Triple H does the Triple H thing where he just goes, you know what? I'm a fumble the free agent again.
Which he probably will.
He probably will, and I'm gonna laugh and just be like, "Damn, Triple H, you can't sign anybody new." So then we had Ilya Dragunov, and Ilya Dragunov basically says, "Yo, Mello, like I knew you were a snake the whole time, but you're gonna get the Uber czar, and I'm going to fuck you up." I was like, okay, not mad at it.
The funny part, this started off him being upset because he beat fucking Trick and whatever because he's cool with
Mm-hmm.
Trick, right? Which that's still part of it that might be true. But now it seems like more of a thing where like, bitch, you hit him and you blame me for it. Fuck you.
Oh no, he's definitely mad. He's definitely mad.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we had Thea and Fallon Henley, and Fallon Henley is basically trying to give Thea a pep talk, and she basically tells Thea, "Yo, come hang out with me. I'll make things better." And it's like, okay, Fallon was already being friends with Ren Sinclair. That was a thing. Now she's friends with Thea. So who's going to be her partner? Is it going to be Thea or Ren?
Both.
Okay.
Like they're gonna be like a new toxic attraction, but obviously good, you know? And
Hmm.
when I say good, I mean like faces. Um One's gonna be like a world champion and the other two's gonna be the tag team. So
Like the funny part is like they actually make sense together because Thea and her like get along very well. So it's like, all right, that makes sense. Because like
yeah.
it, they're gonna go against JC and JC's new crew. Because like Jasmine Nix looks like she's part of it, and of course JC's gonna have other girls because JC's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So all of the stuff that they did for Kalani Jordan last week, where they gave her character and made her feel special, all of that was negated. That was negated when Lash Legend beat the shit out of her. Like none of that came up in this match. And I was like, what the fuck? Like none of that came up in this match. Like Kalani just got her ass beat. And I was like, well, shit, like you're supposed to be cool. She's like, nah, whatever. I suck. I'm like, goddamn.
But yeah,
So
Last Legend's a fucking beast though. Like yeah, that's a hard mission.
dude, but like they gave her this character growth and made her feel special, and then the next week is just like, nah. And then after the match, Izzy Dame and Kiana Jane comes out and beats the shit out of Kalani Jordan. But Kalani just like gets really fast and just jumps out the way. And it's like, oh, okay. Like she saved herself.
She got out there crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, like what the fuck? So then we get to the main event. Well, we get the Good Brothers talking about their back and they want tag goal, so that's the thing. So then we get to the fucking main event, and it's Shotzi versus Lyra Valkyria. And this match is going, and we knew about this for a week, and like we didn't know how it happened, but Shotzi blows out her ACL like just on the simplest move. Like she literally just like jumped over the top rope and it just was gone. And it was just like, what the fuck just happened? Like it was so random and weird. It was like, okay, what the fuck? Like it just was
Yeah,
weird.
like I was confused for a second, like because I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was that spot.
Yeah, because I thought it was like a more rounded spot and it was like just a random spot, but like bam, like, oh my god, that happened. So
Yeah.
they had to get somebody to fill in, and Lash Legend comes in, and Lash Legend comes in and she wrestles Lyra, and Lyra beats her. And that's it. The show just goes off the air. I I don't know like what more was supposed to happen. Like if it was supposed to be like the Shotzi win and then like they were gonna do something and add somebody and like set up Lyra's next challenger or something. Like
Was this for the
I
title? I forget.
yeah, it was for the title. Like Shotzi versus Lyra was for the title, and then like I don't know if the last part was also for the title, but then they did something that like I commend NXT for because we cut to the back and all of the girls are watching this match. They're watching, and all of a sudden Roxy comes up, and Roxy's like fixing her hair because she just got out the shower, and Roxy's like, what you guys watching?" It's like, yeah, Last Legend went out there, accepted the challenge against Lyra. And she was like, what the fuck? She's like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, like it was an open challenge and she came out and she accepted it. And Roxy was so pissed because Roxy wants the title and she would have went out there and accepted it. And for like anybody who's like, oh, where's the logic in this? It's like she literally was in the shower, so she missed it. And them putting that in made it feel real. Because even me, I'd have been like, well, Roxy wanted this. She should have came out and got it, but she was in the shower. She totally fucking missed it.
Someone told you to shower. It's like no.
Like that was such a nice little touch that NXT did. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that.
If she would have showered when she got home, she would have had a title right now.
Yeah. So that was NXT, and now we go to Monday Night Raw. I hate Jay Uso's new glasses. I hate his new glasses. This is his new thing. He has new glasses because he comes in, and then they show Judgment Day coming in, and they show like this is a new thing where they show everybody arriving to the building type shit. And it's like, oh, okay. So we start off immediately with Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. And this match is going. This match was really good. And soon as this one thing happened, I knew the ending for the night. I knew exactly what was going to happen at the end of the night. And like anybody else that didn't know the ending of the night was like either literally not paying attention or literally didn't turn their brains on at this point. Because Jimmy Uso comes out. Jimmy comes out and Jimmy just like distracts Cody. And then all of a sudden, Solo just spikes the shit out of Cody. And Drew McIntyre has like a second of, oh my God, I can't believe the bloodline. Fuck this. I'm just going to take Cody out. 1, 2, 3. And he pins Cody.
He's two faced like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the funny part was like after that, he kind of looked like, did I do the right thing? And he was like, nah, fuck it. It just fucked up. He even cut a promo on Twitter where he was like, yo, he's like, I mean, I don't really like the bloodline, but like their beef is with Cody, and their beef's not with me. Like I don't have a problem with them. They have a problem with him, and that's his thing. It's like,
Wasn't this whole thing change it because of his beef with the bloodline and fucking Jey Uso?
yes, it was. Like Drew is just he made sense though, but when he said it, it made sense. He was like, they didn't come out there and attack me; they attacked him. He's like, he's like, I wasn't in there. He's like, what did you want me to do? He's like, I mean, that's true. What do you want to do? Like, he didn't do anything
It,
wrong. He
it
just,
it makes sense. He's in a sense right, but it's still fucked up.
yeah, Drew is like, I love Drew so much, man. Drew's awesome.
He's Thanos. Thanos was right, but yeah, like Thanos was still evil.
Yes. So then they like played a promo for Jey Uso versus Gunther, and they're saying this is a big match for Jey Uso. He can win the Intercontinental Championship. Like, okay, cool. You think he can win the championship? Sure. So then they play an Andrade promo, and Andrade now is Andrade El Idolo, and he's talking about how his wife is here, and like most of everything he loves is in WWE, and he controls his own destiny, and he's going to get everything that he wants. And it's like, okay, cool with you, pal.
Yep.
Like, yeah, let's see how this works. So then they cut to the back and they show Cody, and Cody's there, and then Seth walks up, and Seth just looks at Cody and he's like, "Yeah, I should have had your back." He's like, "Yeah, I guess you should have." So Steven Larson have been saying this, and like, I don't know how I feel about this because they're saying Seth Rollins is going to be the one that turns on Cody at WrestleMania. I don't know how I feel about that.
It makes sense in a way because he's never be Cody. So
No, it definitely makes sense, but like, I just don't know how I feel. Like, but I'll be okay with it, but like, I guess I don't know. Like, it just feels like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
yeah, it'd be kind of weird after everything.
Yeah, it was just like feel away. Be like, especially if you turn Seth heel, and it was like it will feel away. And there's another thing where it's like, even especially if Seth loses the title and then he just like turns heel on him, it would be like, oh, he's doing it because of he doesn't have a title or something, like, and he doesn't want Cody to have it either. I don't know. It's like so many ways you could just like play around with it, but it's like also like, I guess whatever. We'll see.
And like little thing here,
Mm-hmm.
like we notice like all the small things. I don't know if you noticed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed every time Roman refers to him, he takes shots, but he always calls him his little brother and whatever. So there's still that shield-ish bond or whatever. That's not always there. Like it's there sometimes.
No, I totally get it. Like there's so many like little Easter eggs of like it could be. It just would feel weird because it would feel
Yeah.
like it's not the people who should be doing it, but it's just like it feels weird. Like it would make perfect
Now,
sense, but like I said, it would just feel weird. So
now they flip it and they go the other route, and he wins because of Seth. Wow.
also I would still feel weird. I would still feel weird. And
Yeah.
it's not even just because Seth's involved. It just would feel weird because like he had to get help to win it when he couldn't do it by himself, just like Roman. And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
Which
had
basically
like
makes him a bad guy too.
yeah, I had a Tiffany epiphany. Like, what if Seth actually does help him and he does say that and be like, yo, I want to win this by myself. I don't want any help. And because he's yelling and like trying to get things back on track, he just fucking misses his opportunity and Roman beats him. Like, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. That'd be something too.
Yep. So then they had a second chance battle royal and they didn't do the thing that I thought they were going to do. There's no Jade
Nope.
here. But they had a Raquel Gonzalez or Rodriguez, whatever her name is. So
Rodriguez.
Raquel, like soon as Raquel came out and there was no Jade, I was like, oh, Raquel's winning. So Raquel won, and she's going to the Elimination Chamber.
Meh.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, because like it wasn't one of those things that like shock me and make me go, yeah. It's just like, yeah, it ain't for
Like I'm
me.
not mad about it either. I don't want nobody to like think I'm like a Raquel hater. Like good for her, but it's whatever.
No, I'm gonna say this, like no hate to her. I just think she's boring. I just think she's boring. Like she really has nothing this like tangible that I'm like, oh, she has this great wrestling skill. She has this great character. She has nothing that's tangible to me, and it's just like she's boring. Like
She's
I'm
better as
sorry.
a heel, and she was better with Dakota.
Yeah, it's just like I like it's not the reason that she was better with Dakota because Dakota was like made her better.
Yeah, exactly.
So so yeah, it's just like whatever. I just know. So we had Rhea and Nia Jax cut promos backstage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea what either one of them said. I was not paying attention. I was emotionally checked out. I did not care. Like I did not care. Like I don't know why. It just like they were talking and like they were saying whatever they were saying. Didn't care. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Part of me thought it was gonna be like a fucking Joe and Lesnar moment where fucking one of them goes to like where the other one is and they fucking brawl.
I wish it was like that. I wish, but it was just like, whatever. So then we had an R-Truth package where he's talking about he teamed up with DX, which is DIY to him, and he's talking about Tony Sopranos and the Ducks and Judgment Day, and it just was weird. This was a weird promo. This was like super weird, like even weird for me. It was like, what the fuck is going on here?
God, I love Truth.
Yeah, he's great, but it was just one of those things where it was like, what the fuck is going on here? It was so weird. But yeah, then like we came back and we did like this opening shot, and then we had Michael Chandler, and he basically got up there and he called out Conor McGregor. He said, Conor McGregor, I'm gonna kick your ass like you've been ducking me this whole time. Like it's time for you to bring your candy ass back to the ring. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
I didn't see that coming.
Me neither, but like it was cool that it happened. I guess because UFC WWE crossover. There's
Yeah.
like this stuff was bound to happen. So then we had the 8 man. We had DX versus the Judgment Day. So that was a thing. And of course, the Judgment Day win because we're going to the place where I don't want it to go. And they mentioned it a couple times, like Awesome Truth needs to get their win and some shit. And I was like, I don't want to hear that because I don't want that to happen. Like that's gonna happen and it's gonna piss me off. Like I don't
Well,
want
get
that
ready
to.
to be pissed off.
Yeah, because they're gonna win the fucking tag titles at WrestleMania. It's gonna be a big moment. Everybody's gonna cheer for Truth. Uh, hmm.
Yeah, silver lining. Maybe when they finally lose the titles, right? We finally
Mm-hmm.
get introduced to the new belts.
I hope they split them up. Like finally, like they need to because like this is. I just don't want Awesome Truth to win the tag titles, which they are. I don't want that. It makes perfect sense. It's like laid out perfectly, like a perfect straight line of what should happen. This is one time I want WWE to do the thing that's not supposed to happen. Do something completely different. Like holy shit! Like this is like I don't know what it is. It's just like they're two regular singles wrestlers. We're gonna put them together as a tag team. They're gonna have the tag titles for 3 months, and then boom, they're gonna lose them. Like just don't do it. Just don't do it. You have all these tag teams sitting right there, and you're just like, no, these two singles guys are gonna win because I made this one guy really hot, so we have to do something with him, and then you guys can have the tag titles. Like, come on, man, come on.
But you're gonna get the titles off of fucking Judgment Day eventually, so whatever.
You
At
will.
this point, like I don't even care.
So then we have a promo that everybody is talking about because everybody has decided that this is the way to go. And I also don't want this thing to happen, even though it could make sense, but I don't want it to happen. So Sami Zayn is talking, and Sami is saying he doesn't have his way in a WrestleMania. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He needs to do something, and he needs to win gold at WrestleMania. He needs to do something historic. And everybody immediately went to he's going to beat Gunther at WrestleMania for the IC title. And I'm like, I really hope not. I really fucking hope not. Like I said, once again, I do not want Sammy to win a secondary title when he can win the world title later on this year. Like in a few months, let him just. He keeps saying he wants the title, and he didn't say world title. He just said a title. He said he needs to win a
Yeah,
title at WrestleMania. And I'm just like, if if they were smart, they would give us the best orgasms this year if they make Sammy win at fucking Money in the Bank in Toronto and then let Cody win at Madison Square Garden later this year. Give us the best sex that we've ever had, WWE, unless you're just too chicken shit, which I believe they're too chicken shit. Like, you can give us the
no,
best
but
fucking
it has
sex.
to happen in WrestleMania because WrestleMania is that moment. Yeah,
No, because, like,
I agree with you.
Money in the Bank, Sammy winning that title in front of his hometown. Like, if he
Of
wins the
course.
IC title, like winning the world title means nothing. Like, it means nothing. It's like, oh yeah, no, but he finally win the world title. It's like, yeah, he just had the IC title. Like the fuck, like it doesn't feel special. Like him not having a title and then finally having a fucking title. Like, oh shit, he finally wins the title and it's the world title. Yeah, that makes sense. He wins the IC title. That title should be given to somebody who's like coming up, like Chad Gable. Like give it to Chad Gable
Yeah,
because all of a sudden they start heating that
absolutely.
up. They start heating up Chad Gable versus Gunther in house shows recently. So it was like, oh, that could be a thing, hopefully. But
And
yeah.
the only reason I would disagree with you, right? And then mind
Mm-hmm.
you, I agree with you 100%, but the only reason I would disagree with you,
Mm-hmm.
had Sami Zayn never win the IC title before. But this man has had the title twice, 3 times. So why go back to it?
Yes, and one of his IC title runs was so legendary, it started a whole fucking thing. Yes.
Yeah. Remember that one ladder match? Like, that's still
Yes.
amazing to me.
Yes, that shit was great. Like he fucking came up with some shit that nobody's ever seen.
Yes.
It was so good. He even like he was just great at his job. Like he was so great.
Yes.
So then we had the MILF come out, and the MILF came out, and she was wearing a hat, and she likes the hat, and I like the hat. I like it. I like it.
Jake Hager liked it.
No, fuck Jake Hager. So so she's talking, and then she's making points, and then Liv comes out, and Liv says, "Yo, I have to win the title because Rhea was my tag team partner. Then she fucking turned on me. Then I won the tag titles with Raquel. Then she beat the shit out of me and Raquel and eliminated me. I have to get her back. I need my revenge." And it's just like, okay, both of you have points and both of you deserve this match. I'm like, okay, fuck this. You both deserve that. This deserves to be a 3-way. It's not, but it deserves to be a 3-way.
Yeah.
So then fucking Raquel comes out and she's like, yo, like, don't forget about me. Then Bianca comes out and was like, yo, don't forget about me. Then it's a Tiffany epiphany. And Naomi comes out and Becky, like literally, I lie to you not. Soon as Naomi's music hits and she starts walking out, the first thing Becky grabs the mic and says, "Welcome back." It's
She
like,
had no chill.
like she missed Naomi so much. So all 6 women are in the ring, and all of a sudden, Tiffany and Bianca start fighting, and then no, it wasn't Tiffany and Bianca. It was Naomi and Raquel and Tiffany and Liv will start fighting, and Bianca and Becky look at each other and they literally just go, "All right, whatever," and just start fighting. And then after all of that, Nia Jax just come in and just beats the shit out of everybody, and everybody lays out. And just, I don't know why some people was like, "Oh my god, Nia Jax winning a world title, isn't it?" It's like, no, she's not. That's why she did all of this to make her seem more dominant when Rhea beats her ass at Elimination Chamber. Like
Yes.
the fuck? Like what do you mean?
Question. Now, I probably know the answer because I haven't heard no reports of that, but it's Naya, so I got to ask, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't hurt anybody, did she?
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Yeah, I got to ask because it's her.
Wow. So then we have Nakamura, and Nakamura is saying, "Yo, Sammy, next week, me and you, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." And I'm just like, okay,
I feel
they
like
fought, like they did
I was gonna
fight.
say I feel like that girl like defending Britney Spears when Britney Spears had her nervous breakdown a couple years ago. Leave Sammy alone.
Yeah, same. So then we had Ivar versus Chad Gable, and everybody popped for Chad Gable beating Ivar and superplexing him. And
Right?
it was crazy. Like I didn't expect the crowd to actually get that into it. And it was like, oh wow, they're really fucking into that shit. Like they love that shit. I mean, I'm not against it, but so once again, it just kind of like puts another little piece onto Chad Gable getting the IC title.
I was just about to say that. Yes.
Because like if they're heating them up in the house shows, that's basically setting up for okay, this is gonna happen. So it's basically it's gonna happen, and that's who I really want to beat Gunther for the championship. I want him to be the new IC champion.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah. So that was a thing. So then they basically started going down the card for next week, and the New Day basically challenged Imperium to a street fight. And you know what they have in street fights? Canes. And they talk about bringing the Singapore Canes to the street fight because you can't have a street fight without a Singapore Cane.
God, you brought back fucking flashback because I have not heard them call single cans in a while. Kindle sticks, same shit, but still,
Yeah.
you're not wrong. But I haven't heard that been called that for a while.
So then we get the main event. Gunther comes out. Jay Uso comes out, and Jay's doing the hands up, hands down thing. And Pat McAfee is doing it, and Gunther looks over at him, and Pat just literally just stops. Was like, yeah, okay,
Like, sorry.
yes. So they have this match. This match goes fucking awesome. And Jay Uso is about to win, hits the splash, and it's 1, 2, ding, 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 ding. And everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? Well, of course, it's fucking Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy,
For a split second, I actually thought the
uh-huh.
time limit ran out. I'm like, you're doing it here too?
No, no, no. This was perfect because Jimmy did
Yeah.
that, and then they they realize that the match isn't over. Gunther beats Jay Uso, still keeps the title, and then Jimmy just attacks Jay, and he gets on top of him and says, "I'm the older brother. You think you're gonna shine without me?" And the funny part was like a lot of people knew this was coming. One and two wasn't hyped about it. When this happened, everybody was like, "Yo, I can't wait to WrestleMania to watch Jimmy versus Jay." And I'm like,
Yes.
see, this is what happens when stories get told. Like, you anticipate matches.
Yep.
So yeah, that was Monday Night Raw, and so that was that. Little bit of news, and this is just, I guess, like something game changing, kind of. So Jen Pepperman, she was a writer for WWE, and she won all of these Emmy awards, and she used to work for WWE. And last week she quit. Like, she quit, and now she's in AEW. A lot of people are saying that she is Mercedes Monet's writer. So that's the thing.
Okay.
So then we also have this weird fucking story with Josh Alexander. Now, all of the AEW people have started tweeting like sand in the hourglass. Like, people are like immediately jumping to, oh, they're all leaving. They're all leaving. Killer Cross got mad, was like, you guys are stealing my TikTok thing. But
I was literally about to say TikTok.
is very weird that they all started doing this, and then immediately we found out that, oh, wait a minute, hold up, I think that Josh Alexander is leaving TNA. Here's the thing: Josh Alexander was leaving TNA, but because TNA said, "Oh, you've been injured and also other things, so we're renewing your contract." He was like, "But I have an out." But we're renewing your contract, so you're staying here. So now Josh Alexander is more locked in for one more year in TNA, even though he really was like he wanted to go. And the funny part about it was Josh Alexander literally just like after he got re-locked in, he literally just started tweeting like, "Oh yeah, like I love TNA. I have so much more to finish with this story. I want to be the TNA World Champion and I want to be TNA Tag Champion. I was Impact Champion, but I was never TNA World Champion." And it's like, dude, they just force you to stay. Like, I can understand if you're mad. Like, you could just like not say anything, but he's like, no, like I'm back, guys. I'm staying. It's like, No, we know the story. Like we heard the story. We heard how they just like, no, we're gonna renew your contract and you can't do anything about it because we have an option year and we have the option to let you go or keep you. So we're going to take the option and keep you for another year. Like, oh shit, you're kind of screwed.
It's one of those things. Blink twice if you're actually okay with this.
And the problem
Yeah,
is
I'm okay with it. Blink, blink.
he's definitely not okay with this. And I feel so bad for him because like he wants out. Like you can tell he wants out because he literally said that like he's about to be a free agent, and they were like, "Nope, that's not how this works, pal." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Exactly.
But yeah, like TNA is not so cool right now. It's not cool because of the whole Scott Demore situation. Like, so yeah,
They somehow get him back, everything would be better, but they fucked up.
yeah. Robert Roode said that he's okay. He said that he's okay to wrestle. We'll find out more about that.
From what I heard, they said, they said that he was okay to wrestle, but he's fine working backstage. Like he said, like that's the reason he came to WWE in the first place. He actually wanted to be a producer.
No, he definitely wants to, but like he did say he could go one more match, but he definitely is backstage guy.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, because Elimination Chamber is coming up, you want to do predictions for Elimination Chamber?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the women's Elimination Chamber, it's Bianca, Becky, Tiffany, Naomi, Raquel, and Liv. Who do you got?
Did we even need to do the rundown on that one? Obviously, it's gonna be Becky.
True. So
Like
then
I'd be
we have.
surprised, like if the three way happens, like you said,
Mhm.
and somehow Liv and Becky wins. Like that has never happened in Elimination Chamber. Two people winning, to my knowledge, anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it has yet.
Yeah.
So then we have the tag team title match, the New Catch Republic versus Judgment Day. Who do you think is going to win here?
Uh, fucking Judgment Day, but it'll be a funny plot twist. Like New Catch actually wins.
It would be. It would be really funny if they won. So that's the thing. Then we have the men's elimination chamber with Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Bob Lashley. Damn, who the hell else is in this motherfucker? Oh, LA Knight
LA Knight.
and
Yeah.
and one more person that I can't remember right now, and I feel bad.
Kevin Owens, isn't
No,
it?
I said Kevin Owens. I said Kevin Owens.
Oh, okay.
So who's the other person?
Did you say Bobby Lashley?
Yep, I said Logan Paul. I said all these people, but I can't remember who the last person is. Holy shit! Like,
In any case, that person's not gonna win. Like,
yeah,
fuck it, right? So I'm gonna go with the obvious one. Obviously, it's gonna be Logan Paul. It's like, nah. Drew
wow.
McIntyre.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Drew McIntyre. Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre is gonna win. Then in the main event, which I know this is going to be the main event, it has to be the main event. It's
It has to be, yeah.
Rhea Bloody Ripley versus Nia Jax.
Rhea. Obviously, like all these matches are obvious, in my opinion.
Yeah, because like I kind of see Rhea winning the match. She's celebrating, having her moment, and then Becky comes out, and we have Rhea and Becky have the stare down. We close the show. Those two just like looking at each other, and they're going to WrestleMania type thing. That's what I see happening.
Like I know, like you're real big into prestige and like like to matter and all that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna like put a monkey wrench in something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But for a plot twist, right? Because like everything is
Mm-hmm.
obvious, right? Have New Catch win the tag team titles, right?
Hmm.
And then that way, like people be happy. They're like new tag team champions for a minute, right? But so
Hmm.
they could go with their little plans, have Judgment Day win it back and whatever, and then after that have Awesome Truth win it. They weren't the ones that initially beat them, so like it really wouldn't matter and whatever. But like in a sense, everybody would be happy, probably except you. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, like see, yeah, to me, like that wouldn't work because like it's not even just like the prestige. It's just like hot potato in the title and it making it look like it doesn't mean anything. It's like, hey, he had a title,
yeah,
he had a title, and it's like it doesn't mean anything. Like it's not like special. Like
yeah,
if like if the Awesome Truth does win the tag titles, which they probably will, and then like that starts the downfall of Damian Priest and like everything falling apart for him, which goes into Money in the Bank, however the fuck that works. It like it definitely makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of
yeah,
sense. Like like I already laid out how I want him to cash in because like it'll lead to a bigger story, especially if it works out that way. Have him cash in on Sammy and Drew, like in this triple threat. Have him cash in, but Sammy still wins the title. Like, so now, because it's money in the bank and he has to cash in that night, he cashes in right there. He gets stuck in a situation where he was forced. He didn't have a chance. He didn't have his opportunity. So now Damian Priest is looking like a fucking weirdo, and you're like, oh, this dude sucks. Now Damian Priest is going after Sami Zayn. Now they have a feud, and now you kind of want to see Priest win the title because now he has a whole feud, and Priest wins the title eventually. Like not right there. Like he went to that SummerSlam or like two pay-per-views later, and then it's like, oh
yeah,
shit, Priest is the champion, and you'd be like, oh, Sammy had the title, Priest had the title. Now we're getting more lineage for the world championship. It's like, yeah, this would be great. Like that would work. Cause like we get him cashing in because it's money in the bank, but he doesn't win. And it all just like makes sense. You're like, oh, this makes sense.
yes,
Because people like as soon as it happened, people the first thing people are gonna be like, oh my god, you wasted Damian Priest. But if he has a story going out of this, you're like, you know what? We didn't waste Priest. We didn't waste the money in the bank. It all made sense. It played into this bigger storyline that a lot of people didn't see coming.
except you.
Wait, no, no, I laid out the story. What?
That's why you laid it out, so you saw it coming.
Yeah. So the only other thing that's gonna like that I really can't wait to see, which we'll see after WrestleMania, who is going to be next Money in the Bank winners. Like that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
And for one thing, I want that I don't get is a longer Money in the Bank women's. Like I want the woman to hold the Money in the Bank longer than just like 5 minutes. Like, oh, I hold it for 5 minutes. Haha. I want that person to
it
hold.
seems like that, right?
Yeah, it's like they never hold it for a long time. Like the longest person to hold it was Carmella. Carmella was the longest person to hold it because
Yeah.
she held it for like 200 something days. Like that was the longest person to hold it. And I want somebody else to hold it like that, but like also have something special.
Hmm.
But yeah, like cause like I want the men to go back to cashing in like really quick. So like that person to cash in like really quick, like bam, cash in. You'd be like, oh shit, like that's crazy. But I
The
want the
last one I
women,
remember to do that quick was Kane.
yeah, like I don't mean like that quick, like just bam quick. I mean like at least like 2 months, like 2 to 3 months, and then cash in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got you.
because I want to have some fun, like some fun. Because if they do it
Of
right,
course.
and Damian Priest cashes in for the world title at Money in the Bank, he cashes in right before the men's Money in the Bank, so we don't get the double cash in,
Yeah.
which I'm a little sad about, but like if they do it with the women, then it'll be really fun because it'll be different.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, it has to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of the podcast because there's nothing else happening except for Elimination Chamber and Collision and Rampage and SmackDown and one New Japan show because by the time we record on Saturday, the other show will not happen yet. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, last words.
You gotta wake up 5 fucking in the morning for fucking elimination chamber.
Hey,
You're used to that shit.